they use the children in those type of situations, right? Because they know obviously there is a human side to us and we see children, but they do use the children for that, to try to get across.
I can imagine bringing a 3-year-old.
Well, especially coming across this river. I mean, look at it. It's very strong. It's very dangerous. And that's why in this area here alone, we average a drowning a day.
You probably see this island and make it safer.
The thing is too, there's no way to determine it. The only way you're gonna know is just by walking. It's maybe just about maybe shoulder height for an average person. And then they'll get to the island here and then they'll find another little route to get across. But there's no way of knowing, one misstep, I mean, it's gonna take you under, or the current's gonna take you. And especially with a child. And there's really no way for them to even try to, rescue that child because the current's so strong.
I mean, they have to be freezing.
Yeah, especially crossing this river. I understand they're desperate, right? But they're really placing their children in danger, especially crossing a river. And not only that too, then you're paying a criminal, a smuggler in Mexico to get across too. So there's a lot of concerns with that in general.